Hey YouTubers.
Yo, yo, yo.
We're getting it started. If you tune into YouTube and watch us there, you know the drill. But we're going to be getting it started in just a second. Getting the streams are rolling.
Should have topped off my wine glass.
Uh-oh. Started with a tragedy. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm John.
I'm Jackie.
And together, we're John and Jackie.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
The two J's.
Welcome to the studio, guys. Tonight, I'm going to work on the Marilyn Monroe painting a little bit more. And I'm starting to get to the point where I think, I don't think I'm going to finish it tonight, but if not tonight, probably maybe the next time. This will be the fourth night that I've worked on it, and I've been working on it just during the show. Although getting everything kind of ready, like getting this back on the easel and stuff, I started working on it. So I changed a few things. So I'll tell you what I did. It's just but I'm trying to alter it a little bit.
What part are you gonna show?
Let me show you now.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, here we go.
I'm curious because I don't think I've seen it.
Oh no, you haven't.
All right.
Because I just put it up whenever I was getting everything ready.
Oh.
So okay. So here's the dealio.
Okay.
The top of the cat's head when we last left Monday, the top of the cat's head was a little blue, and it was just sort of solid. So I'm trying to get that. This is working from a reference photo, and actually I need to do a video about how visually impaired people can understand photos and stuff. But that we should do like a technological night.
Yeah.
Where we just talk about the technology. But just for a quick thing, this is actually working from a reference photo, and this is the way it looks in the photo. In real life, it doesn't look. It looks weird to me a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, cats.
But it's because her head, because the cat's head is actually down. It isn't looking straight on. It's actually looking down a little bit. So like the cat would be looking down here.
Yeah.
Instead of looking straight on.
So it's the body, like the back shoulders of the cat?
No, the shoulder's down here. This is the top of its head.
Okay.
So this is like the forehead, and then like it goes back to the top of the head. But it's just that the cat's not in a normal position.
Right.
So and with the problem with some of the technology too is that it just gives you broad strokes.
Yeah.
So that's why I did that, and if this was like a commission piece or something, I would. I don't know. I mean, I might change it as it is, but right now, what I'd kind of like to do is take the cat's head and just like make it and just shift its head so instead of it's looking down, it's looking up.
Yeah.
But then I think that would make her hair look weird.
I don't know. My instinct.
Because her hair would be kind of going over her eye and.
Well, I don't know. My instinct is to cut the top of the cat's situation off because. I don't know.
Yeah, but then her hair, because her eyes over here.
Well, maybe you have her hair.
So the top of her eye would be like here-ish,
Maybe you have her hair drooping down in front of her eye,
and that's the way it really is going. Like in the photo, I think.
Yeah.
Her hair is just swooped all around and stuff, and then it's going down almost like half her face.
Yeah.
But I think that might look weird though. Maybe less weird. I don't know. You know what? Hey, anybody in chat, what do you think? Should I cut the top of the cat's head off?
Yes. Okay, well, let's say...
That's a terrible way to start a show.
Should we chop the head off?
Should we chop the cat's head off?
It's a tough one because it is a little awkward.
But I kind of want to do it. I almost did it earlier, and instead of doing it then, I changed it from blue to purple because there's a lot of purples in the cat's face. And I thought it might change it. It might help.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It might be when you add some depth to it, it'll create some.
We may not have time because I'm about to chop it off.
Are you really? Okay, let me say.
Unless people in chat say don't chop the cat's head off.
Well, Kylie Sykes joins us, says hi guys. Kim Taylor says good evening.
Hey Kylie, Kim.
Nancy has joined us, says hey, and
hey,
Nancy says I like it as it is.
Oh.
So Nance, you don't think that chunk right next to the ear is a little weird?
Oh, this chunk
I
here?
do. Yes.
Just this or the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Because it looks like the cat's ear. I don't know.
Maybe it needs more. Because I just started this. Maybe it just needs more. Like because it has a fuzziness like it's going up. Maybe it just needs more of that going up here.
Maybe, I don't know, because it feels like to me it needs to have that symmetry that's on that one side you can see. So if you changed it up too much,
when you say that one side,
well, the side of the cat you can see, and then the other side is going off that.
Yeah.
So you don't want to like get all nuts with that because it's got to kind of match the other side. Anyway, Nancy says, but I could see the hair swooping across the cat face. So I don't know if that would. I don't know. Marilyn's hair over the cat. That would be weird.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's kind of cool.
I mean, she could be super snug.
That's kind of cool. I kind of like that idea. Like maybe take this part out, and then have the hair coming down here, and it could even like you have a little bit like it's going down.
I mean, like
I'm kind of liking that.
Well, try it. You can. Paint's great. You can always change it. You can always change it.
All right. Well, this is gonna get crazy, guys.
Oh gosh, this might be a multiple episode show with this.
Yeah. This is gonna turn into a year-long saga.
Oh my gosh.
All right, just so long as we can all agree, if it doesn't turn out, it's Nancy's fault.
It already is. It always is. Well, Linda has joined us. She's waving hello.
Hi, Linda.
Kim Taylor says, I vote for more hair. It looks like that should be part of her forehead, not the cat's back or shoulders. I agree.
I know. Yeah. I agree, too. I wish I had the photo to be able to show you. And then, because, let me just say, the software that I use, it turns things into a tactile, into audio. And I use the audio more than the tactile. But it makes it where the different parts of a picture sound different when you're going over it. So, but it doesn't do subtle shades of anything.
Yeah.
So I may not have gotten this completely right, but I think if you were to look at the photo, you would get the idea of what the cat's doing better than what I've painted it. But to be honest, I don't like painting just directly from a photo, really, like something like that. Like with Marilyn Monroe, if it's an iconic sort of picture,
yeah,
I like it in a way because I don't know, because it's an icon, and it's sort of like I want to, and I don't know, I like the idea of it being special like that.
I gotcha. But, well, Nancy says hair just over the top of the cat head. I don't know. We'll see. Ron Captain has joined us. Says hi, guys.
Well, hey. Hey, Ron.
Kim Lumsden has joined us and says, hey, John and Jackie. It's Kimmy Vincent Lumsden's wife. We received the elephant painting today. I absolutely love it.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
I'm thrilled it arrived safely.
Thank you. That's so great to hear. Oh my goodness.
And a big thanks for the warm welcome, to go out there. We're gonna take you up on it.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
sounds like
you guys are awesome. And I'm so glad that it got there safely. Oh my goodness, you just never know.
Yeah, it goes pretty far to come to you guys, so I'm always relieved when I hear that it made it safely and other random packages didn't arrive instead, like it has in the past.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Shipping is just weird. I mean, it's just crazy. And we use shippers that we know, we've used forever, but you just never know, though. I mean,
it's a little nutty. Yeah, it's a little nutty.
It's usually okay, but it's funny, too, like on some of our prints, like we ship... we just had our 6,000th order on a website since we started.
Only minutes ago.
And most of the orders go through, like with the prints and stuff. It's for prints, but it's funny though, like because we'll ship them in boxes, and then it says like "do not fold," fragile and all that, and then the postal person or whatever will take it and roll it up like and stuff in somebody's mailbox.
Hate their job.
And they'll send their a photo, and it's just like a box all rolled up. And then sometimes we'll send if something like that happens, we just send out a new print. Like, oh, don't worry about sending it back, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then we'll send it out real quick. And then and it's happened a time or two where it's the same thing, gets rolled up again.
Yeah, even when you've literally written on there. It's ridiculous. Anyway, well, speaking of prints that went awry, Barbara Brands joined us, says, hey there. I am here. I have always been a bit concerned about that straight line across the cat's face between the ear and the edge. But I just figured you knew what you were doing and everything would work out fine as usual.
Well, I was working from the
There was
reference
doubt.
photo, but I never liked it either. Like, I always thought it was a little strange. But, you know.
See, already I'm looking at it and like it's a million times better with the, here we go. That looks a lot better. Hair or not, man, something. Barbara, I'm surprised Barbara's joining us. I'm glad you're joining us. She, I believe, is in Washington at a fancy wedding or something.
Really?
She's, the photos are beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
Typical.
Well, awesome.
Kim says, whatever you've done already looks good. Ha.
Oh, thank you, Kim.
There you go.
Thanks, Kim. Glad someone's in my corner.
Nancy says definitely better.
Awesome.
Yeah,
well, I guess Nancy's off the hook then, huh?
Yeah, it's funny. We'll, off camera we'll have little assessments of the paintings, and like what was it yesterday morning? We were having coffee, or I don't even know. They're all blurring together, and I was like, something's just off about this painting. Yeah. And that's we do that a lot with all the paintings. It's like the bit of tweaking, and then bam, you see it, and it's there.
Yeah. And sorry, I know the top of my head is probably getting in here. I need to move this camera around, so when I lean in, it's probably showing
Everybody's checking out your fancy haircut.
Yeah, everybody can see my haircut. It's a lot shorter than what I thought it was going to be. Like when I went in there,
it's a lot short. It's the shortest
it's
ever been.
And it's funny though, because the lady, like I told her, I'm gonna be working outside a lot, so I want it short. And I've never had my haircut with her before. She's really nice, like really nice. And then they said, and then when I was done, like she said, how's it feel? And I was like, oh, it's good. I think, it feels good. Good, great. It feels lighter, for sure. And then she's like, oh, if you don't, like it, we can go shorter. You can come back. And then I got it home, and I washed it, because when it just gets cut and everything, it all feels weird, and it's hard. Yeah. It's really hard for me to tell after a haircut, right after. And I was like, well, good grief, if she took it shorter, it'd be like a burr, it'd be like, zzz.
Yeah. I liked it. My favorite that you went to was Mateo, and he is like, he did like the high and tight, slick looking, but long on top with like real close, and it's so Denton, but I like that look.
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit more length on the top.
We don't. If you can find that picture, then next time I go get it cut, I might be able to bring it.
Yeah. Well, we Instagrammed it, so it exists somewhere.
Yeah. So that's cool, and I'm just gonna add some yellow in here. So I got the white. I blocked it out. It's still kind of wet. I'm just gonna add a little bit of yellow just to start. I don't know.
Nice.
Getting something in there. So I don't know. It's going to be a strange one, guys.
Yes. So, you spent a chunk of the last few days... Well, no, we shipped it, but, like, I didn't know if you wanted to talk about the wine label.
Yeah. We don't have a picture, do we?
Yeah, it's on there.
Is it?
It was attached to the Q1.jpg.
Oh.
It was called Wine. It's in the folder.
Oh, I didn't see it. I did not see that.
Sorry, I should have told you the name of it.
No. Hold on one sec.
So while you do that, I'll tell.
Okay. Yeah, please. Here.
So everybody out there might already know this, but we work with a winery in Santa Barbara, or Los Olivos, right next to it, and they make wine that is inspired by John's paintings. So they do this with a bunch of artists, but we have probably like 12, and we've done tastings on the live show, people, so you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But they wanted to do a limited edition set of wine, and so they wanted to do it from the Old Soul painting, which is another big front on elephant. And what they did is it's 120 bottles, and so they sent all the labels in this long canvas strip to John, and he signed them and numbered them, and then you added some embellishments to it a little bit. So it was a bit of work, a little bit more so than the typical artist, probably, because John, I cut out a piece of paper and like lined it up over the label, and then he signed it and strategically added some embellishments, because unlike other artists where you can just like boop 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 and see it, so It was a thing, but they just released it today, I think. And so now, as you guys can see, it just appeared on camera.
Did it come up?
Yes, it's there.
Nice. Okay, cool.
I was able to stall that long. That was how long it was. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so you guys can see there's a picture of John signing it with, like, you know, I was holding that piece of paper over, and then the middle is like a long line. And we did 150 of them, but, you know, extra in case there were errors. And then, so if you contact Artiste, you guys can get your hands on a limited edition signed embellished bottle.
And tell me if I say something that you already said, because I use Bluetooth for the computer, so I was listening to the computer woman that was in my head trying to get the picture up. But one of the things that's really, I think it's fun about Artiste is that they did you talk about how they make the wine, like how they, the whole idea of the
I didn't go into detail, but
it's kind of neat because, like, Brian Rice, he's the owner of Artiste, the winery, and he had such a cool idea where, like, with the wine, instead of having a wine and selecting artwork, you know, when you get to the idea of the label and you try to, you know, you just pick something that you know, for the label. Instead, he starts with the artwork, and then he tries to craft a wine that matches the artwork, like something that would taste like the artwork, which is really cool. You know, so he starts with the art, and then they go in and they make a wine, and it's always like I forget what they call it, small batch, like barrel or something, like they, you know, like it's not like a huge amount of it. Like this one is like 100 bottles, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is a really small batch for them even, but it's, you know, but I mean, it's usually a lot more. I think they make bigger batches usually, but this is a special.
This is a special, and like $5 cool. of every wine sale go to I forget. It's an animal. It says it on that picture, but it's way too small. It goes to some wildlife fund to preserve, you know, the animal, the elephants and stuff. So
yeah, and they're such a nice group of people. They really are. And the wine, I mean, like, I'm not much of a connoisseur. I mean, I like wine and all that, but I'm not like as much of a drinker as you. Like, I've never had a wine membership or anything like that. like the way you have, like, you go to tastings every month.
I do like my wine memberships.
Yeah, and you know, so for me, I think, like, wow, that's really fancy wine, you know.
Well,
it's so cool though to work with people that like wine, like something that's their art. Like, it's fun to work with a sculptor or something, but something like this where, like, it's like the flavors are their artwork, you know, and that's the way they express themselves.
Yeah.
And it's really cool, especially to go there and hang out with them and hear them talk about wine, hear them talk about, you know, the land, about the weather, about how that's changed things, about the season, and oh, you know, well, we're going to use grapes from this season because it was extra wet, and we're going to combine it with this, and it's just like, gosh, that's so cool.
I'll try and share a link in the Facebooks right now in the watch party for the winery. So I don't know how many people are actually going to get that because we do this on 2 feeds. But so Nancy said, love the name Old Soul, perfect for John's painting.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
And then Barbara said, the wedding, which was a remote online affair, was postponed. So I'm happy to be joining you.
Oh, well.
And Kylie says, my dad said he saw you on a show yesterday.
Oh, wonder what show?
It was probably a rerun of To Tell the Truth, I bet.
Maybe.
It's funny because we'll get like trickling in, like when that show first aired, we got bombarded. It took me probably like 2 weeks to go through the emails with you.
Oh, and
but then now that it's aired for a while, every once in a while somebody will be like, I saw you on a rerun.
Yeah, it's funny. Every once in a while you'll hear something like where it was like an ABC thing or NBC, like, you know, like an interview, and you're like, I don't even remember that one. You know, that one because it was so long ago or something. It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
I was younger.
Well, Angie McDonald joined us, says, I'm dead laughing because I just came in on this and thought talking about the cat's ear and was like, what? So, yes, chopping off chunks of the painting here.
Oh, my goodness. And, you know, on the shot where it's showing the top of my head, I don't know if I have a little bump on there. I got it this morning. I don't know if you
Did you hit your head on something?
I did. I scared Chip, our little beagle, because I was feeding Chip, and if she eats and Jackie's office, and there's a big treadmill in there now, and the treadmill is like it's a commercial like heavy duty treadmill.
Yeah.
And it's just metal bars coming out of that thing, and I was feeding Chip, and I put her bowl on the ground, and I raised up and hit my head, and that treadmill's hundreds of pounds, like it didn't budge, even a little bit,
No.
it just boom. And I went, because like, it just hurt. And little Chip, I know, her expression must have been like, because I was like, here you go, Chip. Arr, arr.
She's like, wait.
And Eagle was in there too, and I could tell that Eagle was a little like,
That's
what?
funny.
But I felt like, I heard a joke once about Arnold Schwarzenegger, like whenever he became the governor of California, and a comedian was saying he's like the worst person to be the governor for a state that has so many national disasters, because he just like, everybody remain calm, look into my eyes, remain calm. That's the way I felt with Eagle. Chip. Because I was like, it's okay, baby, it's okay, everything's good. You're a good dog. I love you.
That poor dog. She's already crazy.
But gosh, that was ridiculous.
Well.
But anyway, yeah, I'm graceful. You
are a gazelle. Well, Kim Tyler says, nice, love the labels. Felicia Flynn says, how can I get one of the t-shirts that you're wearing? Oh, probably me. Maybe me? I assume me.
I think I'm just wearing a black painty t-shirt.
Yeah, and I'm wearing one of the shirts that have your logo on the side.
Oh.
Actually, these...
Are you?
Yeah.
Aren't you, Branson? That's awesome.
I wear these shirts a lot.
Are you telling me that you're wearing the name of the t-shirt?
Of the band I'm attending?
Yeah, that's I can't even say it.
Unfortunately, these t-shirts don't technically exist because the person that was putting them out decided to change businesses, so she doesn't do t-shirts anymore. So I think we should put t-shirts out on the website, though. The masks, everybody seemed to think that those were pretty cool, and we got a lot of good feedback from it, so maybe we should put t-shirts out.
Yeah, maybe.
Even if it is just,
maybe so.
The tricky part about all that is a lot of the paintings they're not like t-shirt design oriented. It's weird, you just have like a square painting on the front of a t-shirt, so figuring that out would be a bit tricky. Which on the back of this shirt is a picture of two dogs that is a pug eating a hot dog, but it's I want to say I went in and like photoshopped it so that the edges look like it belongs on a t-shirt. Let me see. I'm going to turn around so everybody can see. It's going to be ridiculous. So silly. Anyway, there you have it.
Which pug is it?
It's two dogs. It's
the
one where it's trying
cool.
to eat the...
I love pugs.
Yeah, you do. They're good painting subjects.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering... Okay, guys. You guys have been a great help so far with this painting.
Yes.
I feel like this is a collaborative effort.
Now it is. We can blame the crowd when it goes south.
Yeah. So the hair is coming down. So I can make the hair, like I'm just blocking in the hair a little bit, and so it'll change. But and it's all rough right now. You can feel it. It's really rough. But I wonder if like it should come in front of the cat here a little bit. Like come down, maybe like a little bit go in front. Or if a little bit maybe should come over to the side. Like, I don't know. Or maybe not go in front of the cat at all. Like, I really like that idea. Was it Nancy that said?
Yeah.
About the...
To go in front a little bit?
Yeah, maybe. So I could see where it would go, like, swoop down. But would that be, like, 3D wise, like, would that be...
I kind of want to see it. Like, I kind of want to see what it would look like with, like, a small, frazzled sort of bit of hair going down in front.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
I wonder... because we're just mixing it up and we're just going crazy here. Apparently it's swoop-de-doo night. We're just going to go. We're just going to...
Letting the crowd run this show.
I wonder if I have like a little curl going this way or maybe I would go this way?
No.
Oh, well, what other way?
Like, it's...
Towards?
I think it needs to follow like the natural curl that her hair would do where
it could go...
but somebody that has a hairdo like that, her hair
probably... Well, hold it. If you don't think it'll going this way or this way...
No. The first one that you did.
This way?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what. Okay.
Well, you did the squiggle down.
Well, they're doing.
No. It can't go to the other. It can't go towards her face. It needs to go like swooped out.
Okay.
Anyway, you'll get it. You got this.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll just do a little bit here. I better use both hands. Sorry for the squeaky chair again, guys. We should just name the chair like Squeakers or something. It'll just be our mascot.
Well, Kylie Sykes says Daily Mail on midnight Cali time. Daily Mail. I mean, I know what that is, but I don't remember you being on that. I've only seen the online stuff, so I don't. I'm gonna Google it. I'm curious.
Well, I was on a Daily Mail one that got like a back in the day, and it got like a huge amount of views.
Yeah, it's probably.
It was nothing about me. It was just like every once in a while.
Yeah. Oh wait, it says. She says you were on the segment about artists overcoming challenges. It's a news program. Okay.
Yeah, that might have been a different one that only got all the views.
Yeah. That is old. That was done a long time ago.
Well, cool. Well, tell them thank you for watching it and looking at it, because that's so cool.
Felicia says yes, the one with the logo for sure. Angie McDonald says yes to t-shirts, and Felicia says I would just like to have one with his signature on the front. I have 2 puggles.
Aw. Hey, look at her hair, guys. I don't know. And
then Angie says yes, a little wisp. It needs to have more of a curl instead of it just looking like frazzled hair coming down. Almost like a thin piece that's like got a little curl. It's gonna go south.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know.
Wow.
All of a sudden, it's like the cat's got a do.
Yeah, or the cat's like its head's being coming apart.
Nancy says yes, swooping, and Jackie, swoop your hair and let John feel it.
Yeah. Just swing your hair around. Since I had all my hair cut off, I've forgotten what hair looks like or feels like now.
I mean, I almost imagined like a few strands doing almost a pretty significant loop, not this slight like little curve.
Okay, let's see.
This is getting nuts.
Here, I'm gonna dry this a little bit.
This is going awry, guys.
Yeah.
I may need to go refill my wine glass.
But it's all part of the fun of painting. So that's one of the things. Whenever somebody says like they're gonna try to paint something, they're afraid to try something because like, oh, it's not gonna work out. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, actually giving it a try and it not working out is sometimes better. Well, it's definitely better than not trying it at all.
Yeah.
But also like me doing this, I can feel it. I know like, oh, that's not quite right.
Yeah.
So then you start editing it. And you start thinking, well, what does feel right? And
true that. Well, we do have a Q&A that I could do while you're working on that if you want to roll the slides.
Okay.
Roll the slides.
All right.
Okay, so
you ready for this?
Yes. Sort of. Hopefully. All right, so we got questions about Marilyn. Everybody out there, join in. Give me the letter that you think it is.
I'm going to need help because...
Yeah, I tried to... So, everybody knows so much about her that I tried to, make it... I tried to find things that were a little bit different.
I know what she looks like, but I don't know if I know...
Okay, well, here's question 1. Are you ready?
Yes.
Where was Marilyn Monroe born? A, Wisconsin, B, Maui, C, Mississippi, or D, Los Angeles? We've got a D from Nancy.
I'm thinking she was born in Mississippi, but maybe Wisconsin. Mississippi or Wisconsin?
What makes you think that?
Well, I'm not really sure. I want to say she was from the South, maybe, but that she had to change that. She had to change her image or whatever.
Yeah.
She, it's part of that thing where go to California and become a starlet and all that sort of stuff. I want to say maybe part of that might have been because that's what Marilyn did, or maybe that's just what I imagine. I don't know. It's so funny because gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go with Gosh, I don't know.
Mississippi.
That's
so far Nancy says D. Kim says Wisconsin. Kim also said I like the little leftmost curl over the ear of the cat.
Oh.
But maybe not so much the rest.
Yeah.
Kylie Sykes says C, Mississippi. We got another Mississippi. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the answer so we can move on.
Yeah, what is it? Is it Mississippi?
No.
Oh man.
No. Los Angeles.
Oh hey.
Okay, she was almost destined for Hollywood because she was born in Los Angeles, California.
Well, that's something.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. I learned something new.
There you go. All right, you want to go to the next one?
Sure.
What did Marilyn Monroe do before she began acting? A. Housewife. B. Working in a munitions factory. C. Pinup model. Or D. All of the above.
Munitions factory. Gosh. Wow. Wow. Almost want to say all of the above, just,
To cover your bases.
Yeah, I want that to be true.
Say what you want. Nancy says C, pinup model.
Yeah, I think. Golly. Okay. I'm gonna. I want to say. I want to say. I think she was married.
Angie says D, all of the above.
I'm gonna say D too.
Okay. Your face. It is in fact D.
Yes.
All of the above.
All right.
So at the age of 16, Monroe married her neighbor at the time. She became a homemaker for a while, but ended up working at a radio plane munitions factory in Van Nuys, and during World War II. That's where she was spotted by photographer David Conover, who helped jumpstart her pinup modeling career.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Man, all right. So, 1 against, 1 for, 1-1.
There you go. Okay. Marilyn Monroe was the cover girl for the first issue of a now iconic magazine. What's the name of the magazine? A, 17, B, Playboy, C, Cosmopolitan, or D, GQ?
Gosh, the first one. Wow, the very first. Wow. Well, I'm thinking not GQ, Gentleman's Quarterly. But you never know. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking Cosmopolitan. But
Nancy says B.
Playboy, huh?
Playboy.
Gosh, I don't know. In 17, like, I'm gonna say Cosmo.
You're gonna say Cosmo?
Yeah. What is anybody else saying anything?
Not yet.
Because I may want to change my answer.
Oh, Kylie says B.
Oh, so we got 2 B's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Well, you know what is the cover though? Maybe the cover of Playboy, but she wasn't in the Playboy. I'm gonna go with Cosmo. I bet it's B.
Cosmo, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, the answer is.
I can't take it.
Angie says B.
You got a lot of B's.
Got a lot of B's.
I'm gonna stick with Cosmo.
Okay.
I'm gonna go my own way and.
You would be wrong taking that path.
Oh.
It is in fact B.
Man.
Monroe became Playboy's very first cover girl and centerfold for their premiere issue in December 1953.
Oh, is that the one where it's like the... I don't know, like you always see that picture of her, like, on a bed or something. And
I have no idea. I don't know what the photo looks like. It didn't say in the description. It says the photo set even featured a scandalous nude photo of Monroe taken before she was famous in 1949.
I don't know. I mean, I wonder because like there was a there was a movie or something made of her, and that's kind of what I remember, like them doing a shoot, and there was like the big thing. Yeah, gosh, I should have known that.
I don't know.
Well, okay, I've got 1 right, 2 wrong.
All right, let's see what.
I have to pull it out here.
All right, you wanna go on to the next one?
Didn't I?
No. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a good one. This was an interesting one. Why did Marilyn Monroe marry her first husband at just 16? A, she was pregnant. B, so she wouldn't have to go back to an orphanage. C, it was arranged by her parents. Or D, it was arranged by the studio.
Oh, now hold it. I kind of know this one.
Oh, really?
I think, because I was paying attention in the last episode, and you mentioned some facts about Marilyn Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to... I think you said like she had an arranged marriage, but you never said who arranged it. I'm gonna say her parents.
Okay, so
I'm gonna say was
you think
arranged
it's
by her
C.
parents.
I think Nancy said A. Kim says C. Arranged by her parents. Yeah, I'm almost thinking because, well, I don't know what to say. I can't say anything without giving it away.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. What? Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you guys the answer.
Okay.
Okay, it is
as long as I'm right, I'm good with it.
It's actually B. So she wouldn't have to go back to an orphanage.
Oh.
Now, in theory, at that young of an age, it could have deemed arranged.
Well,
because I vaguely do remember saying that and reading that somewhere to you last week, but in the constructs of this quiz, it says...
okay.
It says Monroe's first marriage to Jack Doherty took place before she was famous. Her foster family, in name only, was leaving the state. And so instead of going back to the orphanage where she'd already spent a year when she was 9, she married the neighbor's son and became a housewife.
Wow.
That sounds sucky.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sucky hand to be dealt.
Well.
So technically, I guess you could probably say it was arranged because at that age, I mean, it's got to be a heavy hand with the parents, I would imagine.
Yeah, I just remember that's the only reason. I just remember last week you said something about that, but no, okay, yeah. I got this one wrong too because it was the orphanage thing mostly. That's cool.
Yeah.
Learning.
Okay.
This one's just for pride. I can't win the quiz or anything because I got too many wrong. But this one I'm just playing for pride.
Yeah.
Can't win the quiz, but you know.
Okay. At what famous institution run by the Strasbergs did Monroe study method acting in 1955?
Ooh.
Barbara said wild guess D.
What are the...
Oh, I'm sorry. A, Juilliard. B, Actors Studio. C, UCLA Theater School. D, Upright Citizens Brigade. And
Upright Citizens Brigade.
And I'm going to assume Barbara Brands was maybe referring to the last question, but D would be funny. That would be. Nancy says B. So I'll read them again because I went through that really fast. Yeah, A was Juilliard, B, Actors Studio, C, UCLA Theater School, and D is Upright Citizens Brigade.
When I think of the Actors Studio, I think of Lipton and Will Ferrell playing Lipton.
That's going to be his legacy.
Yeah, it's just like...
Well, Angie McDonald says B, Kylie says A.
Will Ferrell is so funny. Last night I saw The Aristocrats. It was... brilliant. It's just so crazy. Anyway,
Sarah Catherine's joined us and says B.
Wow, so many B's, right? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm thinking C though. The last time I cut from the herd, I got squashed.
So don't cut from the herd. So
I don't know. I'm gonna say UCLA. She's born in LA. UCLA.
But that's UCLA.
I don't know.
Did she go to a university?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't know she had to get married not to go to an orphanage.
I didn't know that either.
I don't know this lady very well, apparently.
I tried to find facts that were not common knowledge because, everybody knows so much about her.
You did well with me, I'll tell you that. Boy,
Well, are you ready for the answer?
Wait, no, gosh, this is killing me. I'm thinking B or C. Isn't Juilliard New York?
Yes, I believe so.
I don't think did she go to New York?
I don't know.
Dang, killing me, Smalls. Okay, I'm gonna go with B. I'm going with the crowd on this one.
Well, that's a good thing. Always
good.
With the crowd. Always conform. It is in fact Actors Studio.
Wow.
Very good. Famous acting coach Lee Strasberg began serving as director of the famous actor studio in 1951. His wife, Paula, was one of Monroe's favorite acting teachers, but it was under Lee that she studied at the actor's studio in 1955.
Wow.
And it says you may know the name from inside the actor's studio. So there you go. There you go.
Well, that's awesome. Is that all of them?
That I believe so. Yes.
Man.
That would be all. There you have it. Everybody's a little bit smarter on the Marilyn Monroe front.
I don't feel smarter.
What have you got done on that painting so far? You want to throw that up there?
I feel washed out. I just like
that was so stressful.
This trivia gets a. So okay, this is.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's not there yet, obviously, but I mean, it looks more like. I mean, so much white and yellow and then pink. It probably looks more like a sunburst. You know?
Yeah, once you add some depth to the strands, it might look more normal.
Yeah.
This is our painting conversation we have over coffee every morning. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's looking cool, though. I dig it. It looks better than the back of the cat's head. I'm not sure what.
Yeah. I'm not really digging it yet. But I'm not, But it's just because it's not there. I'll keep working on it. And, whatever. Yeah, this might be a ongoing project, guys.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the other paintings you've been working on in the studio while you're working on that one?
I've been working on
Dazzle me.
Been working on a big old park scene.
Yeah.
And of a couple walking through a park, which has been nice.
Yeah, you wrapped that up.
Yeah. And what else I've been working on? Been working on some other commissions.
Yeah. The Denver skyline is pretty epically large.
Oh yeah, that's right. I started the Denver skyline, and so that was a
maybe
a drawing and a half. Holy moly!
Maybe the next live show you can show it or work on it. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, no, you got that one you're working on, but
yeah.
I mean, you've been working on this skyline for a little while in it because it's so massive. It's a bit of an undertaking.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, that's sort of the thing with it. It's 72 inches long, but it's 24 inches tall, and because it's a skyline and all, it's like doing all of the buildings and trying to use the photographs and stuff to be able to get the proportions right. So it's a very like the drawing and all that. It's just a very technical exercise, and then going in and then going with the paints and stuff is just it's really cool. Like it's awesome. It's different than most of the paintings. Like kind of like the park painting that I'm doing is more wispy and sweepy, and it's it's there's technical aspects about it,
mm-hmm.
but the Denver skyline is very like it's got a huge technical bit, and then after that you get into the crazy colors and all that, but you can't get to the craziness before you get all
the drawing is a bit of
it makes me think back
deal.
It makes me think of when I was back in drafting class and stuff, where you would do the blueprints for a house or for an engine, but everything has to be just right or just so.
Yeah.
And of course I'm not making it that technically precise, but on the other hand, it needs to look familiar. So if you see that skyline, you don't think like, oh, that's LA or that's Dallas or whatever. You know what it's called. And then the mountains in the background.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the mountains in the sky, it's gonna be crazy cool.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. Like it's one thing that's kind of neat about it. Cause like you get into it and you're, maybe like you're 2 feet away from one side and you're how many more feet to go on this side. You're working on one little tiny building for a little bit and but then you think like when it's all done, it's just I think it's going to be such an interesting big piece. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Well, Kim asked, have you done more videos for the Durham Library? I really liked the one you shared. I live in Durham.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Before all this, we were supposed to be there for a full week doing these workshops.
I'm really hoping that next year, like if everything is back to normal, that we might actually be able to come out and do workshops and things in person. So, I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that with all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
Everything is up in the air. Like funding even for organizations trying to plan for stuff next year, they don't know what they're going to be able to do. And then the funding has been weird, and so it's all crazy. But that was the idea, though, is that we're going to come out for a while and hang out and do stuff.
We were going to be there for a full week.
So maybe next year would be so cool.
It would be. We'll see. I think so. Yes, we have. There are a few. I mean, they're technically. I think this Monday might be the last time. We basically, for what we did for the Durham school was, or Durham library was, we did these short little 10-minute videos about each sense and how you can create or experience art with it. And so we did all the 5 senses. And I think there's only one left that they're going to post next week. So if you go to the Durham YouTube channel, they're all there.
Well, they started posting them on Facebook now.
They did. They weren't getting as much traffic over at YouTube, and so I think that they kind of caught wind to like post them on Facebook, and they get a bit more traffic. So
which is awesome. We noticed the same thing.
Yeah, it's just how it is. And so I am not sure how it'll play out, but technically we're supposed to do a much longer video where John's gonna like do a walkthrough of like an actual painting that everybody's going to be encouraged to paint. And then the coolest thing about working with them, I think, was that they commissioned 3 paintings from John that will be unveiled in a couple of weeks. Like, we've already shipped them to him and all that fun stuff. And so they're supposed to be a big surprise to the community. The community voted on what subject matter they wanted. And so the unveiling of the paintings will be done, and that'll be fun because then we'll finally get to post actual images of them.
Yeah.
I mean, he painted some of them quite a bit through on the live show, but the finishing touches.
Yeah, but we couldn't say what they were for.
Yeah, the pizzazz and everything. I would go check out the Durham County Library's Facebook page, their YouTube channel, and then in the next couple of weeks, they're going to unveil the paintings, and we'll do the same. And it should be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's going to be so neat. So I'm going back. I'm taking the hair out. I'm just going to repaint the top of that cat's head a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the hair because I just wasn't digging it.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking it back out.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of playing around with this whole composition a little bit. So here, I'm just going to... Okay, I'm going to have to let this part dry for a little bit so I can go in and feel and see what I did. Because everything's wet.
Cool. Well, Robin has joined us and is waving hello. Hey.
Well, hey.
I hope your first few days of school were calm and
That's right. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Germ-free. I hope everybody's was. I'm sure it's all good. Angie asked, will we be able to purchase this Marilyn cat painting?
Yeah. This is the first painting I've done on the live show for a while. It hasn't been like a commission, so which is kind of exciting to go willy-nilly with it and stuff. Which is cool.
So
it's been a fun one too. Like it's been a thing since it's not a commission.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's a commission, I feel like I don't want to ask too much about colors and stuff because I feel like I should probably make the decision whether it's right or wrong.
Right.
This has been so much fun, guys, because we're doing it with y'all, and and be able to say, oh, what do y'all think about this and about that, and just trying different things, and it makes it a lot of fun. I mean, the thing that we like about doing these live streams is that we get to hang out with you guys, and so it's kind of fun to be able to work on something and be able to change it and just mess around with it and see how it works.
Yeah.
Well,
and so what? So yeah, this painting, the actual painting would be for sale, and then as soon as he finishes it, I usually take a photo of it and upload it to the website. So then prints and limited editions and all that sort of fun stuff are available as well.
We should put it on a t-shirt.
On a t-shirt with a logo.
It'd be fun to come up with a t-shirt that was like really like disability awareness, but or a positive... So something about positive, you can do it. You can do it.
You can do it. Yeah, I mean, some sort of great quote and imagery. That sounds right up your alley, babe.
Something better than you can do it.
Yeah. Let's think of something else besides that. Kim said, "OMG, I would love that." Speaking of the Durham Library stuff and us coming to Durham.
You know what we should do? is whenever this gets done, we ought to make a large print of it and give it away, like on the show to someone.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like somebody in the chat or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. We haven't done a competition in a while. We did that like ages ago on the live show.
Yeah.
We would like we would write out everybody's guesses down and we'd pick a number or pick a letter, pick whatever, and then whoever got it would get a print from us.
It's been too long, huh?
Yeah, we should do that again. Because, yes, that's a good idea.
You know, it's the only kind I have.
Later.
It's the only kind of,
it's the only kind of ideas you have? Yeah. See what I have to live with?
I can almost hear the groans from all over everybody.
Yeah. Well, Angie asked the Durham Library Facebook page, ? Yeah, it's Durham County Library. But if you go to John's art page, we've shared it a couple times, so you can find it there. Barbara Brand says, I like the cat now with no hairy head.
Yeah, I think I do. Thank you, Barbara. That's good to know. Well, yeah. I'm just putting a little yellow here, but it's not going to stay that way. I just want to try to lighten it up here, and then I'll put some more colors. I do, too. I think maybe what I might do instead of having the hair go in front of the head, what I might just try is maybe have the hair kind of swoop and make more of an interesting pattern back here.
That'd be cool.
And then have it more shadowed and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I could always go back in and add like a little tendril here or there later, but
yeah.
You know.
That'd be cool.
I don't know.
Well, Robin said so far so good about going back to school.
Oh, good.
And said tactile, so maybe that's referring to your painting. Add some tactile bits to it.
You know, it does actually. The first night we did this, I was showing some different ways to draw, and one of the ways was using a really thick line, so you can actually feel the drawing on here, like her eye and all this, her eyebrow. You can actually, there's a hard raised line that anybody can feel. I mean, I know.
Yep.
And now that I've changed the painting, you can actually see the steps because I did part of the hair with that hard raised line. Then I did another part of I did mostly the cat's face with a different way to draw. So it's harder to feel. But so now like where hair used to end up here, there's hard raised lines.
Well, yeah, you're definitely gonna have to fix that.
I mean,
you're gonna have to like add some thickness to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I can.
You gotta fix that. Well, Angie said.
It's on there pretty good.
Angie said it's positive.
Oh, perfect.
Positive. Maybe the T-shirt should be a picture of that with it's positive.
Ah.
Ha! I like it.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Like for if we're doing a thing to help a charity, like a nonprofit for a shelter or something. You know, think positively.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they have like a picture of a dog or cat. Or
Look
something.
at you. Thinking of T-shirts.
It's a group effort, guys. We're coming up with
There
this.
you go. Robin said, referring to the tactile for the painting on the shirt, textured like the art. That'd be cool because they make like shirts that have that sort of puff paint feel to them.
Yeah.
That could be kind of cool.
That would be interesting.
Brilliant. I like it.
That's pretty cool. Well, what do we have planned for this weekend? We're working on the mural stuff, aren't we?
Yep. We're going to have giant murals to work on outside.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be a beast.
It is. I'm looking forward to getting it started. I know we keep saying we're going to get it started. Every live show, we're like, it's going to be started. It's going to be started. But then the weather was a thing, and then something and the other, and then
your arthritis started acting up.
Oh yeah. And it sounds. I'm so old, guys. But I've had arthritis since I was a teenager because of the Lyme disease, and having it so long, like every once in a while, there's just like I have it everywhere, and like every once in a while, it's just like it decides to get really angry, and it's like everything is like and everything swells up, like and so I did that, and we thought, well, there's no reason to push it. I mean, like we have plenty of time schedule wise and all that, so. That's right. That's what we did.
Yeah. Well, Sarah says, I like the shirt idea.
Oh.
Thank you. I like that too. I think doing that with the tactile is a really good idea. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to do it.
Well, let me ask you guys this, because the cats, everything, I'm going to let this dry a little bit because I put so many different layers that now it's pretty thick and wet. What do y'all think about her face over here? Like, it's not done. What do you think it's going? Because I went in and I before the show I messed that up apparently. And then I also kind of I started like her eyebrow here, or this fold was, I don't know, is all that looking okay to y'all, or what do you think?
I think it looks okay. I think her face looks, it's a little pale.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe her eyelid has a perfect curve too much, so I don't know. I think her eyebrow needs to be a tad bit thicker. I don't know if her eyebrows were that thin of a line in that front. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bigger, and then I started changing the colors, and then I put it in thin.
Yeah.
So but like the drawing is a little thicker than the rubbery stuff I did. So it actually comes out to here more.
Well, Nancy says her face looks perfect. So.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
We could be overthinking it.
Well, I need some bright spots of color and stuff, if nothing else, and working on it. But this cat has just got me, it's like, gosh.
Stumped.
Yeah, well, it's like I got a cat problem, and I want to once I fix that cat problem, then we'll move on to the other. But that's part of it, is that it's like a puzzle in a way. It's not about getting it right. It's about the work. It's about the process.
It's about the process.
Yeah, and that's like the commissions and things I've been working on. Like I was working on the girl, like the drummer girl. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I should show that. Should I, or can I, or not?
I guess
later
you could.
on, maybe.
Yeah, we can show it next show. But yeah. I mean.
So because I know I worked on it on the live show, and so I reworked her face like 4 times. But each time I think I was getting it closer, and now I'm really happy with what I came up with.
Yeah, and it's funny because if you look at like the original image of her face that you painted, and then now reworking it and figuring it out, it's like night and day. The person looks very different. maybe
on Monday's show, maybe we could
show the different images. Yeah, maybe
like that,
we might could do that.
And maybe some other. And I finished the Spanish castle painting, and I was happy with that one too. I was
we'll have to show some new, new paintings, new art on the next show. We might be able to show all the Tex Rail in their entire glory, because that wasn't necessarily a unveiling for them. So we just have been going.
Oh yeah, that's true. I got a bunch of paintings for them.
Yeah. Well, Sarah says I agree with Nancy. It looks great.
Oh, thank you.
And then Kim said, I left you a note at the end of Monday's video. I did a tactile work with sand, puff paint, seashells, and the pouring paint techniques. Oh. You had talked about it on Monday. I would love it if you could check out my Facebook page at Kim Tyler Art. Happy to have your opinions. Cool.
Oh, neat.
We will check that out for sure.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. So you got to let that dry. Does that mean you're at a stopping point and I need to refill my wine glass?
Yeah, it's been about an hour, and
That's ridiculous.
I should probably let this dry, and maybe we should think about giving the boys some dinner or something.
He's been eating goldfish for days. He's good.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's true.
He's good.
Real goldfish?
I don't know.
I was listening to.
Let's hope not, because the fish are slowly dying in the tank.
I was listening to the Addams Family movie today. Put you in a weird frame of mind. That's a funny movie, like in the 90s, and Raul and Julia.
Ooh, you know what started that we've got to watch?
Oh, the Star Trek?
Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah, and Discovery will be back in October.
Yes, so the great thing about all of this is that the Lower Decks is an animated Star Trek show, and it's supposed to be really good. It's not kiddie-ish, but it's not, over adult like some of the Futurama stuff, but it kind of has, anyway.
I'll be there. Yeah, I'm interested.
The preview is really good, and so there's gonna be, I believe, 10 back-to-back weeks of that, and then the minute that show ends, there's another, like, the Discovery season 3 starts. So we basically have 23 weeks of Star Trek.
Wow, 23?
Yeah, because it's Lower Decks, and then right when that show ends, it's going to be Discovery.
Wow.
And then, so they've planned
When's Picard coming back?
Picard is probably, next year. But at that point, we're on a roll, man. We don't, we'll only have the shakes for a small period of time without Star Trek.
Well, that's cool. You know what I'm really looking forward to is the new season of The Mandalorian when that comes out.
Oh, yeah, that'll be. Ooh, they announced the release date. I didn't catch it, though.
I think they said way back when it was like in October, but I haven't heard about it in months.
Nancy asked, when's Picard? That is going to be
next year.
Next year, I'm sure. Yeah, because I don't imagine they've even, I don't know, like, I follow, well, I mean, via you, some of the Star Trek actors, specifically Jonathan Frakes, through Twitter, and he's the director of a lot of their stuff. He was #1 in TNG, but he does the directing for a lot of Discovery and Picard, and so every once in a while he'll be like, we're doing this episode, so it kind of gives you an idea of
That's cool.
they're that far along in the recording of it.
That's pretty cool, man.
So we're gonna have to wait a while. Picard's a while out.
It'd be fun to do a watch party. Like I know on Amazon Prime, I think they have. I don't know about Netflix, but they have a thing where you can start a watch party, and everybody can chat and stuff.
Yeah, that would be fun. I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, so let's see. Today is
Thursday.
So Monday, we'll see everybody on Monday.
Yeah, well, hope everybody has a great weekend, and thanks for sharing the time with us tonight, guys.
Yeah, Barbara Brand says that's what the shirt should say. I got a cat problem. Well, cool, guys. Thanks for joining us, hanging out and all that fun stuff. We will be back on Monday with even more fun stuff.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, share.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Thanks.
Do something creative.
Yeah, and share it with us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do that.
Do that.
Bye, guys.
Bye.